Wow, old Windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good. Let's hear about your proof then. The man in the photo. I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his legs. See? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy? That doesn't prove anything. Could just be somebody pretending to have a sprained ankle. I mean, that anybody who was there would have known that. Which was Oldbag, well, actually no. You, Penny, Hammers, and Mr. Powers. Not that Mr. Powers would have to imitate a sprained leg if he had one. So he had sprained his ankle. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness. She's got to be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. Yeah. Hold it! Where's my stammer? Hey, I haven't said anything yet. You know, I'm not pointing fingers at anyone behind their back. Everything I've said is on the straight and narrow. The up and up. You today always whining about each other, pointing fingers that way. Mr. Wright, please, for all of our sakes, try not to upset the witness. I think Edgeworth has met his match. That morning during the... Okay. Who was present at the run-through? Well, let's see. There was Powers. He's the Steel Samurai. Then poor old Hammer, the evil magistrate. And me. And what exactly were you doing? Observing. Just observing. And what about the assistant? Oh, she was off moving backdrops around and such. So she didn't see the run-through then. I saw Powers trip and fall. I was about to say hold it, but I pressed before I did it. Trip and fall? Yes, and to think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh! Well, even the Steel Samurai can make mistakes. Bet you trip and fall like half of the times you go up the stairs, old woman. I've fallen, and I can't get up! We're sending help immediately, Miss Oldbag. Hey! Actually, never mind. We're not sending help at all. just drops. He just hears this old bag's like, ah, shit. drops the phone. And is like, I'm doing the world a service. But through her hatred and rage, she manages to climb up the stairs and climb down the stairs and crawl her way all the way to the ambulance. And they're like, ah, fuck. We can't ignore her now, because then we'll just look shitty. Anyways, back to the topic at hand. So Powers sprained his ankle. It helped make it better for him, of course. You helped make it better? I kissed it where it hurt. You know what? Let's move on. Let's just skip over that part, shall we? Damn it! Again! How the... What are the odds that me and... You know what? Let's just skip over that part. Where was the assistant then? Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle. You may continue his testimony. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. He broke a prop? Sure did. His own samurai spear. His samurai spear. The murder weapon. Oh, the murder weapon? Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it. This strikes me as a significant detail. Better write this down in the court record. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Hold it! Was Mr. Powers' ankle badly? This voice is... I feel like... Okay, I've settled on the voice, but it feels like it's spreading. It's spreading. It's like a parasite against my vocal cords. You gotta think more, Goku. Still sounds like somewhere in between King Kai and Master Roshi, but I feel like it get that little old woman kind of feel to it a little bit better. Was Mr. Powers' ankle badly sprained? Not so bad. He couldn't walk around. He went to the dressing room to rest up after lunch. Thus the nap. Anyways, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked. Dragging his foot? Okay. I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor? Well, there's one thing that bothers me. Which is... Where is the Steel Samurai costume now? Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyways, that's not important. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes? And it's clear that the person in the Steel Samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers. I suppose that's right. Are you sure, Your Honor? Object! Ugh! Hold it right there! We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the Steel Samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers. The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on the camera could have killed Mr. Hammers. We have to consider that possibility also. Then allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please? No need to ask twice! I was somewhere in between a voice crack, but it somehow still kind of worked. I hope. He hopes pleadingly. Crap, where did my... I'll cut this out. Oh, I threw it over there like an idiot. Luckily, I have long legs and a long cord, so I can just walk across my room all fun like. I'm gonna jump on the bed. Whee! I'm not jumping on the bed. I'm jumping next to the bed, but not on it. See, I'm a liar. You can't believe me for a second. I've been saying Will Powers didn't kill them, but he actually did. Wait, no, that's the wrong game. Never mind. Shit. I might have just... Never mind. Hold it. Oh, shit, I'm gonna have to... Do I cut this out? You know what? Never mind. They ain't gonna remember anything. You're not gonna remember that. What am I talking about? I'm a liar, right? Come on. You can't believe what I'm saying. Let's just move on. The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., true? The only person I saw go to the studios before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. He says a lot in this case. And I feel like he stops doing that after this game. So if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be the Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, if you may cross-examine the witness. Swing! Hold it! Yeah, my mic doesn't work. I think it does, but like, only sometimes, and my mic's not quite pointed in the right direction to be, picking up everything properly. I'm not gonna bother, I'm just gonna yell hold it if I feel like it. Regardless of whether or not I'm just pressing the button. How do you know that? Or how do you know that? Yeah, didn't I just explain? I gave donuts to the young detective. And then, after some rubbish about it being a secret, pal, he told me everything. Sounds like Gumshoe. The secret, pal. Anyways. I see Detective Gumshoe shares his fellow officers' fondness for donuts. How do you know that his fellow officers love donuts? Everybody loves donuts, you idiot. You fool. Except for people who don't want to get fat really quickly. Or don't have good metabolisms either. Or, you know, diabetics. Or people who don't like, I guess, cream. Would that be the count? No, yeah. Maybe? Is there cream in donuts? I mean, they're made of dough, so probably not. But I'm like the icing, right? Icing's usually made with something like that. Am I right? I feel like I'm right. I feel like I should know this. It's definitely like icing sugar and a bunch of other things, but whatever. Anyways, we're getting off topic. Are you absolutely sure? Oh, quite, Sonny. Nobody suspicious looking passed by at all. Nobody suspicious looking? Right. No one else went there. What about before you got to the guard station? You mean before 1 o'clock? Why, everyone was at the employee area before then. And I locked the main gate so nobody could get in. Not to mention, if they had, I would have seen them. Are you sure? Are you sure? The witnesses answered the question. Anyone going into the studio would have had to pass by the witness. That's right, Sonny. You let him have him, edgy boy. Edgy boy? Oh, Windbag sure has balls. Well, you know what I mean. Oh, well, you know what I mean. Oh, Windbag has a way of skipping over important details after all. Or for that matter, entirely forgetting them. How convenient. Something for you to look forward to. Something for you to look forward to, perhaps. Phoenix! Stop! She's already dead. We're gonna roast her like that. I mean, it's all in her head too, but seriously, you don't gotta. Oh no. Yeah, 2:30. Probably something Gumshoe told me. How do you know that? I feel like that's all our questions have been. How do you know that? Is that true? Really? Like, yeah? Didn't I just explain? I gave donuts to the young detective, and then after. Oh wait, no, we already got over this. Moving on. No one else went there. Oh, okay. So I have to present something. Okay, we reached the end. All right. Card key, guide map. What is Samurai Spear? Oh, photo number 2. Yeah. Now I remember. Only person who. No one else went there. Maybe this. Objection! Hold on. Look at this photograph one more time. Look at this photograph. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct? Yes, sirree, Sonny. So whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture? And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground. Right. Anyway, it's also true that the computer at the guard station records all security cam data. Ooh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening. That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed the words October 15th, 2 p.m., photo number 2. Even I know that means it was taken on 2 p.m. on October 15th? Really, Sonny? Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the print at the end where it says photo number 2. Photo number 2? The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this be photo number 1 if it really was the only photo? Ha! Got them! With my Phoenix powers. Fire breath! Where the hell? Oh, okay. There's my hand sanitizer. Order! Please tell us in court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that no one but 2 people went to the studio that day. Yet there was only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access to the security... The security lady herself! You watch your mouth, whippersnapper! The only person I saw that day was Will Powers! But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by. Well, yes, that would seem to mean... Can the witness explain this to the court? I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help me. Huh? Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either. Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too. Whippersnapper. Something the matter, Miss Oldbag? Ah, that's right. I just remember something. Let me guess. Someone else passed the gate. Someone other than the Steel Samurai. Someone other than the Steel Samurai? Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way. I see. I see. Your testimony, please. The other person. Every day, after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. Excuse me. Drank some less tea, and suddenly now I got a bit of gas. Excuse me. Wasn't even fizzy, like... whatever. Yeah, okay, one important job. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see? Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day. Miss Oldbag, this is the first I've heard of this. Well, of course, Sonny. I only just now remembered it. Right. Anyways, Mr. Wright, please begin your cross-examination. Well, I'd say it's a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this. Right. Hold it! Another job? That's right! I check all the people that passed the main gate that day. I look closely at every one of the photos and the security camera takes. Do you back up all the security camera data? Well, they keep telling me to, yes. But those computers are just so frustrating. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see? That's a really bad thing to do. How exactly do you determine what isn't suspicious looking? Oh, you can tell by looking at their faces, for the most part. For the most part? This is a murder trial, Miss Oldbag. Well, I didn't touch the suspicious-looking Will Power photo, did I? I think she's missing the point. Come to think of it, now I remember the... Okay. Well, who in the heck was in the photo you erased? A fanboy! Fanboy? Steel Samurai fanboys, real freaks if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. One was there that day. Wait a sec. Didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one else could get in. Those were your words. Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. Yes, we saw that. The grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside, and well, that's where they come in. They come in through the drain? I told you they were freaks. Oh, and? They're kids! Children! Whippersnappers! Kids! So on the photo that you erased, it was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade. What? Order! Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on the way to the studio that day. One was the Steel Samurai dragging his leg.
The other was a boy who looked about to be in about 2nd or 3rd grade.
Oh yes, we see his type there every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him.
A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade. I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield a samurai spear. Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy. But didn't it break? Like, you could just, like, take the sharp end and just go like, ah! And stab it. Though, for a prop, you wouldn't think it'd be actually dangerous. But, who knows? Maybe it is. Even something sharp with enough force would be able to stab through it. But then again, a 2nd grader probably couldn't muster enough force to stab a grown man. Is there a stab mark on his costume? Well, I mean, even if there wasn't, no. That is just vital information. Is there a stab mark on his costume? They definitely found his costume, the evil magistrate one. I feel like that's something we should have known about by now. Oh well, whatever.
Right, as I said, I don't pay him much mind. That's why I waste the data.
Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect. Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him. Something like that. But, I need to be calmer. My Phoenix voice in prior was calm, so I think the first take was good. I'd like to take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time. Oh, we recessing. Oh, but I guess we're not doing to be continued. That's fine. Whatever. Although if I didn't talk through that cut, that would make a good time to cut the episode. I don't know how long it's been. Oh, it's about 24 minutes. So yeah, perfect time to cut the episode. Oh well, whatever. We'll see. It didn't really seem like very long, anyways. But if it's 20 minutes, it's probably good. Mr. WP? Yes? Tell me straight, were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio? I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping. Honest. So who was the Steel Samurai in that security photo? How should I know? The Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really. What? You should take better care of that stuff. I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a Steel Samurai costume. So where does this leave me? It doesn't look good. You're the only likely suspect right now. Nick! What are we gonna do? Let's replay for more time. We'll start targeting someone else. That could conceivably have done this. Right. And it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day. Right. But if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot. You don't sound very optimistic. I'm not optimistic at all, actually. Hey Nick, it's time. Okay, let's go. What does that mean? Please don't sound like that.